So first of all, I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us for this press event. Obviously, this is an exciting time for Oakland. This is an exciting time for WNBA basketball in Oakland. Just a brief overview of just kind of the path that's been taken. The African American Sports and Entertainment Group, which is comprised of local business entrepreneurs and community people, have come together to use sports and entertainment as a vehicle to really revitalize East Oakland. Many of us were born and raised in East Oakland, and many of us have had contact with sports and entertainment growing up. And in some cases, we've had it in our adulthood, and it's played a huge role in our process as a community. So we're very, very excited about this opportunity to be here with you. And we have an incredible panel today. And the primary objective is two things for today's media event. It's to introduce the beginnings of the leadership of the ownership group of the WNBA project here in Oakland. And secondly, it's to highlight the support that we have across the board with respect to empowering African-American women in particular, and into power, into positions of ownership and leadership and executiveship. So this is something that's very, very exciting for us, and everybody who's involved in this project is highly committed to it. And obviously with the change in sports landscape in Oakland, this is an opportunity for us to get a W in Oakland, for no pun intended. And so we're really excited about it. This process has been led by and championed by our Vice Mayor, Rebecca Kaplan. So we're very grateful for her work on this over the last decade. But I will get to that shortly, and I will introduce now just the panelists that we have. We have a very distinguished group of people who will be making statements about this process and will be expressing their support. So with that said, I will start now. The first person I will be introducing will be Samantha Wise. Samantha Wise is a member of the AASEG. She's a local entrepreneur. She is somebody who is very respected in our community. She's been in the utility space as an executive and administrator, and has done that for several years, but primarily she's a community leader and somebody that we all respect very much. Secondly, I will be introducing Gina Johnson Lillard. She is also a leader in our community. And she is obviously the mother of Damian Lillard, the superstar from NBA superstar Damian Lillard. She is somebody who's always supported community work. She is the president. I'll let her. I don't want to introduce them too far because I want to leave room for them. But with that said, I'll just leave it there. She is somebody that we all respect in this community, and for her to be on this call is major. Third, I want to introduce Alicia Garza. Obviously, her introduction is incredible. She's done incredible things with her being a co-founder of the Black Lives Matter International Movement, and several other things that she can express that she's doing now to empower community. And truthfully, this action of the ASSEG is truthfully a action item of a lot of her efforts. So just wanted to let her introduce herself. Next will be the Vice Mayor of Oakland, Rebecca Kaplan. I've already referred to her as a champion of the WNBA project. She's been very instrumental in the municipal side in supporting Oakland, making sure that the WNBA knows that Oakland supports it and the county supports it, the JPA supports it. So she's been instrumental in that and has done it for 10 years. I think we saw a Zenny video about in 2014 with her talking about it. So very, very excited about that. Next on our panel will be Jade Smith Williams. She is somebody who grew up here in Oakland. She's an Oakland native, grew up in West Oakland and Acorn. She's one of our people that we highly respect. She was a legend in Rainbow Recreation Center, Brookfield, all over East Oakland playing. But she's now an accomplished attorney and came back to this project and brought her entire law firm back to this project to help not only with the WNBA project, but with the AASEG Coliseum complex in general. So Jade, thank you. And then last but not least, Alana Beard is going to be the leading principal in the WNBA team. She just retired in January of 2020 from the league. her accomplishments go without saying. She's one of the best players that ever played the game. So we're very, very excited about that. So that's our panel. So with that said, I'm going to go to each of them and I'm going to have them say some brief words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samantha Wise. I am a lifelong resident of the city of Oakland. Everything about Oakland I love. And so I'm a part of AASEG, and I wanted to commend our Vice Mayor Kaplan for championing this, being a visionary for this project, and Ray and guys, everybody that's a part of AASEG, wonderful work, everyone. Alana, we appreciate you coming and taking the lead on this project, and everybody, Gina and Alicia and Jade, everybody that's a part of this project. This is huge for the city of Oakland. I am on the ground with the people, and they are excited about the possibilities of WNBA coming to Oakland. They're already thinking about names. We have, when I say community, we definitely have the community support. And this is not about the history. It's about a female being able to tell her story. So not history, but her story. And this is a wonderful way of, people of color, just women in general, being able to be united and to bring basketball and leadership to Oakland. So WNBA, like Mayor Kaplan, Vice Mayor Kaplan says, we got next. We got the people. Everybody's excited about this opportunity. And whatever we can do to make this happen, we are willing to do it. We have the city support. We have the leadership support. We got the community support. And with you guys, there's nothing we can't do in this city. So it's time for us to bring sports back to the city. We're ready for it. And so that's all I have to say. And again, my name is Samantha Wise. And not only am I a resident of the city, everything that I do, live, work, breathe, church, everything I do in this city. And we're ready for some sports. And WNBA, we got next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gina Johnson Lillard. I'm Damian Lillard's mom. I'm an Oakland native. I now live in Oregon. However, I'm very supportive of women basketball, WNBA coming to Oakland. I am the regional director for Mothers of Professional Basketball. I've been the regional director for the last 4 years, and I'm also the director of the Lillard Foundation. And I would be glad to have something prosperous as an NBA team at the Oakland Coliseum. I'm just here to do whatever I can do to help that process. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Alicia Garza. I currently am the principal at the Black Futures Lab and the Black to the Future Action Fund. We work to make Black communities powerful in politics. And I'm also one of the co-creators of the Black Lives Matter Global Network, which currently has more than 40 chapters in 4 countries. I am so excited about this project and bringing the WNBA to Oakland. Oakland has a long history of setting precedent for social change and social justice around the world. And the WNBA, as you all know, and the Players Association, right, has also really made their mark in relationship to making sure that there's justice and equity, not just inside of the league, right, but also in the communities that are represented there. I am really excited to be a part of this effort to bring the WNBA to Oakland. I can only imagine the possibilities for folks who live here, who are often left out and left behind. But one thing we know about Oakland is that Oakland is a fighter. Oakland, we may be considered to be the underdogs, but we always come out on top. And one thing that would help us do that is bringing the WNBA to Oakland, California. I will also say welcome to Alana. I'm so excited about your new role, and the leadership here is incredible, of Black women who are working to make Oakland and to keep Oakland the shining star that it is. And I couldn't be more excited and proud to be a part of this effort. So WNBA, we definitely need and want you in Oakland, and we will welcome you with celebrations. We will welcome you also in our hearts, and we will certainly help to continue to put this effort and your teams on the map. So let's go, and thank you for having me this morning.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Rebecca Kaplan, and I have the honor to serve as the Vice Mayor of Oakland and the council member at large representing the entire city. And I am incredibly moved and honored to get to be part of this incredible group of people here this morning as we celebrate and uplift and dedicate ourselves to the next steps of bringing a Black women-led WNBA team to Oakland. This is a really important opportunity, and I've been honored to be working on it for several years, as has been mentioned. And in fact, Zenny, who's on the line, has that original video from 2014 where I proposed it. And in fact, I believe also publisher Paul Cobb of Post News Group is also on the line, where we published a piece that talked about that a couple years ago. But now this coming together of this incredible leadership group marks a unique opportunity of the coming together of the venue, the community support, the grassroots support, and the ownership team that can make it work. We have a basketball arena that was renowned as Roracle for the strength of the fans that would turn out there. It is on BART, it's easily accessible throughout the entire region, and the board has voted unanimously to authorize the lease terms with AASEG to bring a WNBA team to our arena. We have passed that through a unanimous vote of the City Council. The Board of Supervisors has signed off on it, and the Coliseum Authority has signed off on it. We have a community that has strong commitment to social justice, to racial justice, to women's leadership, and strong support throughout our region for women's basketball in a whole array of venues. And so really, Oakland is the perfect place for a new WNBA team to succeed, to thrive, to uplift community, to uplift opportunity, and to show what we can do and what women's leadership and Black women's leadership can do and deserves to be provided that opportunity to do. We also know that we can grow the WNBA, which of course has been growing by leaps and bounds, and we congratulate them on that. And we know that by bringing a team to Oakland, that can uplift both the community in Oakland as well as the whole league with the visibility and support that we have here in our community. And this amazing group of leaders who are on this call today is a testament to that ability. And I just want to make sure before I complete my comments that we make clear to everybody that we are ready. We have the venue, we have the community, we have the support, and we have the basketball. So we are ready to go. We got next. Oakland's got next. And I so want to thank and appreciate the leadership of AASEG and everyone who is a part of this vital effort for bringing this important opportunity to bring upliftment and jobs and excitement and positivity to Oakland. Thank you all so much. It's an honor to be a part of it with you all.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to say that this is really, really special. This is really, really special. And I'm really honored to be here this morning with all these beautiful faces. On my screen, I see many Black beautiful faces. And I love that. So thank all of you for being here. Thank you, Ray, and to the AASEG folks for having me. It is really an honor to be able to support your work that is now going to be led by someone like Alana Beard. This is an opportunity for Black women to be out in front of a leadership and ownership role of a sport that we built, period, hard stop. Okay, and we've got Alana Beard, who's going to be at the head of that. And we're talking about someone who is one of the most respected players in the league, who has been one of the most respected players in the league. Someone who I've been watching since she played at Duke back in college. You know what I mean? And so I think that with Alana at the head of this, and with the community support that we have, the WNBA absolutely is going to have to choose Oakland as its next place. When we talk about the city of Oakland, we're talking about a city that loves its women's basketball. And a quick shout out, I want to give a quick shout out to Alexis Gray Lawson and to Devin A. Hampton, who are some of the pillars of women's basketball. They started at Oakland Tech. Well, I played with them at Rainbow. They started at Oakland Tech, went on to play at UC Berkeley, and then both had incredible careers in the WNBA. So a quick shout out to them because they are a huge reason why there is so much support for women's basketball here in the Bay Area. And then I'll just say that I'm a lawyer today. And the reason why I'm a lawyer is because I was a basketball player. And the reason why I was a basketball player has a lot to do with the climate that Alexis Gray Lawson and Devin A. Both were instrumental in creating here in Oakland and in the Bay Area at large. And so we're absolutely ready. All of us are ready to support a WNBA team, and we got next.
I absolutely love listening to each and every one of you. I'm going to keep it short so that we can open it up to questions. But I think what I'm most sort of excited about is working with an inspiring group of just like-minded professionals. As a professional athlete who's sort of made that transition into the business world, I understand now more than at any point the importance of having just a great team and strong partnerships. So highly motivated and capable group of professionals. And I genuinely believe in the ability to accomplish the great things together. So I'm excited about this partnership with AASEG. You know, the way that this came about, I just believe that synergies were there. We were aligned in thought. I reached out to Ray about this opportunity because I've always envisioned sort of being an owner in the WNBA team. And I, you know, kept track of everything that AASEG had been doing up until this point. And I reached out and it just made sense to come together to partner on this, to bring something special to the community of Oakland. So I'm super excited about being a part of it. And I cannot wait to work with each and every one of you. So thank you.